Zdravím vás lidi, moje jméno je Jason T a já vás vítám u dalšího dílu naší Let's Play série na hru Zaklínač 3 Divoký hon, DLC o víně a krvi. Dneska, jak jsem sliboval, tak se podíváme na hlavní dějovou linku, půjdeme na toho Vichta, máme si tady v bestiáři přečíst něco o Vichtovi skvrnitem. Takže já jdu najít Vichta, kde tady bude. A něco si o něm přečtem. Aby jsme tak nějak věděli, co nás čeká. Vichtové tady. Mrtví prej mají rádi ticho. No já nevím jak mrtví, ale Vichtové teda určitě jo. Henrich von Groth. Ačkoliv Vichtové nevypadají jako obzvláště přátelští tvorové, není dobré se k ním přibližovat nevraživě. Pokud je necháte na pokoji, nepředstavují žádné vážné nebezpečí. Víc než boj je většinou mnohem víc zajímá kotlík, ve kterém si vaří své odvary. Tento druh se nejčastěji vyskytuje na starých pohřebištích, ačkoliv už byli spatřeni i poblíž novějších hřbitovů nebo masových hrobů. Vichtové tráví zimní měsíce ve stavu netečnosti, který se velmi podobá lidskému spánku. Žijí přísně samotářským životem. Je téměř neslýchané, aby se tito tvorové vyskytovali ve skupinách, ale když mají strach, že je jejich území ohrožené a důvod pro takový pocit ohrožení zavdá jediný krok na Vichtovo území, promění se v nebezpečné protivníky a opustí své samotářské způsoby, aby k sobě na pomoc povolali ostatní příšery. Takže exí a olej proti nekrofágům. Vicht skvrnitý. Irden, igny, olej proti nekrofágům. Naší nejlepší obranou proti Vichtům skvrnitým je zůstat tiše a v klidu. Úryvek pojednání o Vichtech skvrnitých od Roderika Gilligana. Vichtové skvrnití jsou poddruhem Vichtů, které zaklínači dokázali vyhubit. Jsou větší než jejich neskvrnití příbuzný a za své jméno větší skvrnám a výronům na kůži. Vichtové skvrnití nejčastěji obývají schátralé hřbitovy a pusté divočiny, ale občas se usadí i v opuštěných lidských sídlech. Jejich největší vášní je výroba odvaru ze svých vlastních výměšků. Fuj. Když je člověk nechá na pokoji, vykazují pramalé sklony k násilí. Pokud se však cítí ohrožení, dokážou být velmi nebezpeční. Při nízkých teplotách často upadají do stavu netečnosti. Říká se, že zaklínači přišli na zaručený způsob, jak je porazit, který spočívá v opatrném sesílání znamení Irden. Tak to alespoň zaklínači povídají. OK, takže budeme potřebovat Irden a uvidíme, co se na nás Vicht přichystá. No, takže to by byly Vichtové skvrnitý. No a dáme pánové, já se ozvu, až budu u jeho doupěte. Tak jo, dáme pánové, jak vidíte, jsme pár metrů od toho Vichtova doupěte a čeká nás to zasraný barghesti, který známe z Zaklínače jedničky. Tady všude cinkají lžičky nebo něco.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm, a message, trying to tell me something.
OK, tak jsou to lžičky, no.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
OK. Je to tu prokletý, no.
What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva.
Já se rovnou připravím ten Irden.
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
No jo, snaží se najít lžíci, co ho nakrmí.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Snaží se najít lžíci, co ho nakrmí, no. Poskorněný deník, heleme se. Dobrý, to si když tak stopněte video a přečtěte si ho.
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship must have graced a rich man's table.
Samý lžičky, ty vole. Další. Hrnek lžička.
Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Že by ten deník psala ona? No, je to velice pravděpodobný. Co tu
No
máme
spoon
dál?
you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon.
Žádná lžíce tvá tě nenasytí, no.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Stejná lžíce jako vždycky.
The key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector.
Ten Vicht je opravdový sběratel. To každopádně, no.
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Najdi Vichtův kotlík. Tady nahoře toho je ranec. Tady to bude, ne? Možná.
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense.
Jo, no jasně.
Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something
User
heavy.
in your channel
Right
timed
arm
out.
bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic.
Spadající se dopis. Zase, stopněte si to, přeštěte. Tady jsou jenom ústně a lžičky. To brát nebudem. Dobře. Tak jo, Vichtíku. Kde pak máš ten kotlík, co? Ale tak chlast si vezmem.
Spoon, pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy.
Ten Vicht není zrovna
Table
čistotný.
set. White who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse. And it's been trying desperately to lift it.
No
Another
jasně, no.
spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Silnější zelený mutagen, nice. Děkujeme. Vicht se chystá na hostinu, no. To se dá minimálně
White's
prodat.
obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
Brousek nechcu. A co máme v kotlíku?
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
User entered your channel.
A heleme se, už ho slyšíme. Nebo jí. Okay. Musíme se zlomit kletbu.
Not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. Tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest.
Tak, sedni si, Geralta.
Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you. Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
User left your channel.
Když tak to restartujem.
User entered your channel.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
Snad to bude dobrý, kdyby se si prohodili lžíce, tak... Já to když tak zkusím restartovat. Myslím, že to zafungovalo.
Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
OK, jdeme za tím Vichtem, nebudeme se vracet k Regisovi, tadyhle to dořešíme. Začalo mě to zajímat.
User joined your channel.
Jestli jsme to udělali správně nebo ne. Ale myslím si, že jo, on prostě nemohl jíst lžící, protože ho žádná taková prostě nenakrmí, no. Kam jsi šel, kurva? Jak já ty vypíčený bargesty nenávidím.
Disconnected.
No. Tak, kam se táhne ten smrádek? Klepná, do piče, dobře.
Easy, not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
I'll take you someplace safe.
Corvo Bianco.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Tak jo. Máme se hlásit u Regise, dámy a pánové. Já to tady jenom v rychlosti střihnu a pak hned dojdem za Regisem. Tak, dámy a pánové, já jsem si tady hodil jen meditačku a rychlej střížek, jdem se tady podívat dovnitř. Zkusíme se tady poptat, jestli ještě není moc brzo. Jo, nic mi.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Tak asi moc krátká meditačka.
Tasty. So.
OK, tak nic. Ještě se teda hodíme ten levlík. Tak.
Thank you.
Tak jo. A já tady hodím jeden střížek ještě a uvidíme se u Regise. Tak, dámy a páni. Welcome back to Regis. Jsme zpátky u Regise. Haló, Regisi? Co jsem to kurva slyšel za ránu?
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from their hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Send your spies after me?
My watchers. Were something to go wrong, I could then arrive quickly to help.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. That stands to be very, very dangerous.
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Tesha Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshamutna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
See no reason to dawdle. Teshamutna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. 1 drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I had no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Teshamutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
Teshamutna.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
Pěkně.
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms.
Teoretická
Vampire
ruda,
hideout.
nice.
Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Pěkně.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings have breathed their last here.
Pěkně. No. OK, to jsou relikvie, jo. Kurva pes. Ale nejsou lepší ty boty. Pěkně. No, můžeme to někdy vyzkoušet.
Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Opět stopnout, přečíst, jestli vás to zajímá. Orény, florény. To já ještě musím zjistit, kde se to dá vyměnit. Protože tady asi není úplně Vivaldi. Jako v Novigradu. To je tmavý jak piča, moment.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock, live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, sent shivers.
To když už z toho i tobě, Geralte, běhám nás po zádech.
Place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Yeah.
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I wager it carries it clear to Novigrad.
Bait
Jdem na
set.
to.
What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent, also my head started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Já dostávám přes piču, počkat. Já už víc opravných sadíček nemám.
You won't be able to. We must forge through this.
You just smelled the blood.
A flederzy! Nazdar.
Good, because I can hear more coming. Absolutely. Hold on, I'll let you out.
Nice.
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you.
No pěkně.
Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Deadloff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No. Because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you. The pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Detlef. If I had to do it again, I would, in a heartbeat.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Excuse me. Actually, let me take a minute.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
The council.
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him. Still killed him. Chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Detlef first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Detlef.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with?
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
No, takže máme stopu, dámy a pánové. Tak jo, já doufám, že se vám tohle video líbilo. Pokud jenom bonus, dáte like, koment, popřípadě odběr a my se vidíme do dalšího videa. Takže zatím, čau.